It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the versatile Deebo Samuel. He's coming off a game where he had the hot hands, over 160 yards receiving. It's the 49ers and the Texans on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And this will be a Texans first down as he gets it up past the 35. The Texans at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So here are the 49ers and their offense in great field position already. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll go option to the short side. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now the drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
From the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Ready.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Tony. And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the 49ers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Lance to throw on 2nd down here. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And some spin. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game. Something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Back to throw now on 1st down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now here's There's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going. Not only the ball's out, McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Throwing on first down is Lance. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. And Lance again going to keep it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, first down. Now Anderson on the jet sweep. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lance. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now an option play on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Shotgun now for Lance. Flip, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the side. McPherson's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off the RPO, he completes it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And they'll run on the inside handoff. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Come on, set.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 1 crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1. And I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. He's at the 40, the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, 49ers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on first down. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown, Texans. DeAndre Hopkins Hopkins. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Lance now on 1st down. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys a lead going into the break. But this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we come upon halftime with a tie score, 13-all. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports halftime report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the second quarter. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass there. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Hollywood Marquise Brown, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. 2 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins there. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And they didn't get a whole lot done in the rushing department in those first 2 quarters. They probably feel pretty lucky to be tied here at halftime. Meanwhile, for the Texans, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half. These 2 clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Another try after the first down sack. Lance buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Check right. Opposite. Green, blue, check. Black one.
Here's Lance to throw it. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And they're going to speed things up here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year as his guys have now moved out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 19-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And Lance again going to keep it. 11 more on that one and another first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Again, McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Check right. Opposite. Green, blue, check.
From the gun, it's Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. McPherson's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Tuck, puts it on the carpet, it's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure would be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. To throw again on second down, Lance. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And the 49ers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. On play action, Lance. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Lance. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at the 34.
Yellow, 1, quick, yellow, ready, go.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? Despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
On the ready.
He'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Texans are right back in this football game.
Official foul. Roughing the passer. Here we go.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And this time he is in for a Houston touchdown. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's open. His defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Throwing now is Lance. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing again on second down. Lance, that's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Lance over the middle here to Wilson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock now under 30 ticks and running. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here.
Let's go.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Texans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.